The old-fashioned way, it just works.
Okay. SmashCastBros, keep it local, keep it cash, tell the feds to kiss your ass. I'm Ty.
I'm Move.
I'm Trigger.
And I farted.
Jesus Christ. Turn that around.
Whoops.
Dude. Do you want to go? Should we pause this so you can go wipe? Because that sounded pretty wet.
It's pretty sweaty. Pretty sweaty back there.
Sounds a little chunky.
So,
Go ahead.
while we were on break, came across something that I think our listeners, all three of them, would find interesting. So I'm going to play this video. Hopefully the audio is not complete trash.
Breaking news, Alabama becomes the first state in the United States to completely eliminate taxes on overtime pay, starting January 1st, 2024, and ending on June 9th, 2025. I've seen Alabama do this. There are now 8 other states considering ending taxes on overtime pay or have already considered it. North Carolina House Bill 490 wants to eliminate state taxes on overtime pay and a bonus pay up to $2,500. New Jersey Assembly Bill 2621 wants to completely eliminate taxes on overtime pay, but with no end date. Rhode Island Senate Bill 2568 wants to eliminate taxes on overtime pay for tax year 2025 and 2026. South Carolina House Bill 4811 proposes a plan to completely remove overtime pay as income. Illinois Senate Bill 2961 proposing a deduction for overtime pay that exceeds your salary. West Virginia House Bill 5296 wants to do the same thing as Alabama, but have a $25 million state cap. Mississippi House Bill 224 was considering this, but completely got rid of it, so it's dead in the water. In the Wisconsin Assembly Bill 938 was also considering this, but it is also dead in the water. Do you think not taxing overtime pay is a good idea or a bad idea?
You'll get more out of employees because they'll stick around. Guys, people are going to get 80 hours a week.
If I can convince the boss to let me work 80 hours a week, I will rake in that overtime.
I don't think we're allowed to. No.
70 and a rolling 8 is what we're allowed.
All right.
But either way, I feel like if overtime was not taxed, the people that, typically blue-collar workers, will joyfully work overtime.
I'm not going to say joyfully, but I will probably be more
Open to it.
open to working more overtime.
It might be the only way our next generation will be able to purchase a home.
Is on overtime?
Working 70 hours a week.
Untaxed overtime, because they're working 45 hours a week now because that's all they want to work and they're worn out. But if a situation comes up that goes untaxed, all these kids are going to go, well, I'm going to work 50, 60. That's a drink.
70. Yeah.
70's a lot, especially if you have a young family. You're never going to pull that off.
Yeah, but kids, just trying to make their way in the world.
Joseph's situation, work him 80 hours.
Suck up the overtime. Get a bank going.
If
buy
it's
more swords.
Free.
Buy more blankets. Get the swords.
Yeah.
Imagine the wall of swords he's going to have.
But if it's tax-free, I feel like people won't be so grumbly about it. Because I've made the comment before that if you work enough overtime, the government will glance at the lube before they fuck you dry. But at least they looked at it.
I might actually show up 4 days a week.
I think that's still pushing it.
He didn't say work. He said show up.
Yeah. Well, we've seen him in the hammock before.
Everybody has. I love that thing. I have a new one, but I'm going to completely wear out the other until I fall out of this old one. You guys try it out, the 6-hour rangefinder.
Yeah.
Bang for the buck. That's the best deal out there. I paid $99 for it. I find these ones from Bushnell, from a bunch of golf ones. Tommy T's, we used his first. We reviewed it, but now I actually ended up buying one. I like it. It's going to be like a drone. The only way to make it worthwhile owning is to take it everywhere you go in case situation comes up and you need to do a quick measure.
Hold on. It's a lot like having an infrared thermometer. You just walk around and start scanning stuff. You don't really care what the temperature of stuff is, but you bleep just to see.
I think I've got 3 of those temp guns, the little, I don't know what they are.
Infrared thermometers.
Okay, yeah. So I'm
That's
thinking.
what they're called.
I was thinking you were talking the heat video.
No, that's
Infrared camera.
Yeah. Okay. So it's temp guns. I've got 3 of those, and you're right. That's more of a. There's been a few instances where I've had to actually take a shot of something like the ground. How hot's this concrete? How hot's that floor?
99% of the time, I don't use it for anything that actually matters. 1% of the time, I do need it. The rest of the time, it's just, I wonder what temperature that is.
So there's 98%. I really don't do anything with it. 1%, I actually use it for something, and the other 1% is letting the dog chase the laser.
Okay, Midway USA still has that on sale for $109 right now.
The SIG? Okay, that's a good deal. Because I bet you the other places went higher
It's
than that.
170 normal, and even coming down
That's
here, Glenn's Army Navy has one for 120.
Any of the boys listening and want to look into one, come try mine. I'll let you look through it. I'll let you take it, borrow it, whatever. It's nice. It's got the red LEDs like Tommy T pointed out. He goes, I like it because the black is hard to see.
Yeah.
Actually, in the
No,
sunlight,
I actually like it. It works well.
on the white wall back there, it was hard. You could see it, but it's hard to see with the red. But everything else, it just makes more sense being red.
So I scanned it across the street against glass, automotive glass.
Yep.
And if you hit a particularly reflective part, it won't get to range.
Well, what did he look at over there at the where the S? What did you say?
Where the S should have been at the Myers.
Yeah, that was what 600 yards, 597.
597.2 yards or something.
Right.
But-
Where the S should have been. That's fine.
But if you scan like
It's probably
some-
597 if the S would have been there.
598.
I don't think you're foot thick. That's why
Well,
it's-
Yeah, I bet they
pretty
are.
thick.
I bet they are.
okay.
But if you scan off something like reflective, like glass, it won't get a good range.
Well, we were looking at that glass on Myers over there, and that was the same distance as where
That's
the S.
more of a matte glass,
Okay, maybe it was the angle of the windshield.
maybe.
Maybe.
Either way, it's not perfect, but you can always find something close that'll give you an actual good reading.
For me, I won't use it nearly enough to, like Tommy T doing the hunting factor thing. That dude hunts like
See,
nobody's
the
business.
downside for you is it measures in yards and meters, not centimeters.
Where I'm normally doing 2 inches at a time. That is rock hard, by the way.
Are you gonna order that? Is that what you're
ordering?
doing? No. Oh, you're texting it.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Well, you guys see that something Microsoft or whatever crashed today?
Oh, yeah, I know they did. It took most of us down.
Took a lot of stuff down.
Fuel Island didn't work.
Somebody else commented on that. I didn't know what they meant. Okay. Microsoft crashed.
Some
huh?
Microsoft thing crashed. Took down a lot of stuff around the nation.
All right.
So we're depending on one company for all these programs. Microsoft.
They didn't learn from COVID when we've been relying on China for so long, and then all of a sudden stuff starts coming through and everyone's panicking. It's like, maybe we should do this in the U.S.
Your systems wouldn't have went down if you would have got the vax. like
If you'd have
he told you to.
If you were up to down on your boosters,
Yep.
it would have stayed.
Your 67th fucking booster.
Do you realize we could end up in a situation such as that? You didn't get your vax, you're not getting paid. You didn't get your vax, you're not going to be able to play Candy Crush this
so
week.
I came across somebody.
Whatever. There's going to be some fucking weird thing, right? You're not going to be able to get gas.
That's a drink.
That's a drink.
I was talking to somebody the other day, and they naturally have blood clotting issues, just genetic issue.
Okay.
And when it came down to the vax, he kept asking them, "Is this going to have any negative effect with my pre-existing clotting issue?" And they couldn't give him a straight answer. But everyone was pushing him towards getting the jab. But he's like, you cannot definitively tell me if it will or will not negatively affect my pre-existing clotting issue. So he just didn't get it.
That was the whole problem I had with it, with lasting effects. What's the long-term effects of this vaccine?
Yeah.
Well, my issue...
I'm still a pureblood motherfucker.
As we said a million times before, once it's there, you can't get it out. There's no filter that you can just filter that out. So,
Well,
no, not for me.
Maybe we can run bleach.
I'd like to put some in some of them.
Well, one of my big issues with it was when it was released under Trump, it was less than 6 months, and I felt it was rushed.
Yeah.
So I wasn't springing out to get a vaccine that I felt was rushed. And the Democrats are losing their mind that they are not going to get Trump's vaccine. But as soon as Biden got in office, the Democrats flipped and they said, we should all go get this or you're going to lose your fucking job. And I still felt it was rushed, and I didn't feel comfortable with it. I don't care who's in office when the vaccine comes out. I felt it was rushed.
And even the one that was pushing it never took the cap off the needle when she got fake jabbed on national TV.
Yeah?
I had a...
But no, I still, to this day, I'm still a freaking pureblood. I know the two of you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Where did it go?
The ex didn't really like that kind of thing, but I'm not going out to get a vaccine for no fucking reason. I'm a relatively healthy, minus the weight, adult.
I had family members that pushed it. They're like, nope, fuck you.
Really?
Yep.
Dude, Buzzy's all up to date. I'm like, what are you thinking? He goes, oh, and then I'm like, then you are not a real red guy. And he's anti-gun. I'm like, what in the hell are you thinking?
No, you know, my niece-in-law, and her wedding was right around the election. It was end of November. And this was in 2016. Well, she sent out, after Trump got voted in, if you voted for Trump, null and void my invitation null and void the invitation I sent you to my wedding.
All right, bye.
And her grandparents were like, well, I guess we're paying for part of the wedding. We voted for Trump, so here, guess we won't be there. And a bunch of other family members made her recall that. Well, now, when her daughter was born, you haven't been vaccinated, you can't hold her. It took 3 years for my freaking wife to be able to hold her niece.
So, same freaking story. Couldn't had to get tested before you walked in the door.
So
we're like, what?
So my
left-wing bullshit.
I think I said it on here. So when COVID came around, my mom works front desk in a medical clinic down in Florida. My sister lives a couple miles away from her. My mom once in a while will ask when I'm going to move down there. It is 120 degrees and humid in the summer. I would die. So no, I'll stay in Michigan. If I could get it colder, I'd move there.
Plus, do you know how much it would cost to get all that tonnage down there?
But, so at one point, my mom had cold-like symptoms and never tested positive for COVID. And finally, she took an antibody test and had the antibodies. So she did the responsible thing. She told people that she had been around, hey, never popped for the COVID test, but I do have the antibodies, so obviously I did have it at some point. And my sister immediately broke contact with her. Didn't want our mother around.
Fuck that.
Because she was worried about COVID.
Fuck that. Sheep. Fucking sheep.
Like, at that point, it's too late. It's not like she intentionally brought it there. She had it, and the test never showed it. So, you can't fault her for it.
Did you ever have it?
Yeah, I was bedridden for like a week, but it was a couple of years after the fact.
Did you have it once or twice?
Twice, at least.
I've never got it.
My first one, actually, dude, the first time, it was legit. It knocked me on my ass.
I never got it at all. My wife had it twice. I never quarantined from her. I slept in the same bed, waited on her, sat out on the porch with her, smoked cigarettes. We were within 3 feet.
I think
Nope.
it
You
was,
sure you're not vaxxed?
Oh, I guarantee I'm not
I
vaxxed.
think
I
it was-
guarantee
So-
I'm not taking the fucking sheep poison.
I got a screenshot for you in a minute.
I think it was like 2022 when I got it, and I barely had the energy to get out of bed. I think I drank 40 bottles of water in the space of. I think I drank 40 bottles of water in the span of a week. I was chugging water.
When I got it the first time,
How is
I
it-
didn't want anything, and I didn't drink water, and that's what fucked me. But go ahead.
I don't get the math on that. Your math isn't mathing.
What?
So 40 bottles of water in a week. But you can drink 24 cans of beer in 3 hours.
I don't
Not
know what you're
tonight.
talking
He
about.
gave it up. He
Yeah.
gave it up. He hasn't had anything. He's had nothing but water tonight.
I had a Monster.
He
Oh,
did
yeah.
have a Monster.
This is a thing. This is a Biden holding a sign, and it's complete
Shot.
meme. But yeah, remember I fired thousands of servicemen in the military for not taking the shot while letting millions of unvaccinated illegals in our country. Remember that on election day. to get on that whole
Oh,
vax
they'll
thing.
remember it, but he still did the right thing.
Oh my God.
Amy's been getting more and more daring with her posts, with a shirt. She makes shirts every week for work. She wore one the other day, and she goes, most everybody was really cool with it. Hey, yeah, all right. One woman went to HR and was offended by her.
What'd it say?
She
All
sent
right.
me a picture of a Trump shirt.
I got a post on Facebook I want to run by you guys. If you'd
Okay.
buy this car, I'll let him find that T-shirt. Come on, I figured
got
you
it.
would have known.
Front says, Trump girl, no apologies. And the back says, if you still hate Trump after this Biden shit show, your commitment to stupidity is impressive.
Nice.
She made that word to work, so.
All right,
Hell yeah.
so it's an '87 Camaro, third gen,
Piece of shit.
with a 350,
Stop, I can only get so fucking hard.
as shown 1 mile
Oh,
on
God.
the odometer. He's asking.
The red one?
No, this is
Black.
a blue one.
Oh.
He's asking 140 grand. With 1 mile showing on the odometer.
140
bullshit.
pennies?
Nope, not that lucky. He is asking let's get realistic. $139,999
Well, now it's a bargain.
for an 87 Camaro 350
That's,
that
like,
shows 1 mile on the odometer.
that's like dumping $20,000 6.0 into a freaking van.
He's
Not
not,
a
terribly
chance.
wrong.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
But you know as well as I do, that Camaro is probably 1,001 or 100,001 miles, because it's a 5-digit odometer.
It might be. He might only have one. If it's 1 mile, if there's a provenance on it, then
Oh wait, there was the
you're vaccinated whether you like it or not.
There's been conspiracies on chemtrails.
Yeah. So Bill Gates is getting you vaxxed no matter what you, just to poison you off and get you off of his earth. Do you think he's vaccinated?
no.
Fuck no.
He wouldn't put that poison in his veins.
It's like freaking Dr. Fucky. Fuchi. Whatever.
Fucky.
Fuck us?
Yeah. Dr. Fuckus. I bet he's not.
Oh, no way. No way. He knows those bullshit. Dude,
Yeah.
he's come out and finally said stuff, and people are like, oh, the mask didn't do any good, and there's still people out there wearing masks. Masks, plural.
I see him regularly.
If
Most of the time when I walk into Ty's barn, he's wearing one.
so, send me your links to buy ivermectin online, please, if you have them. I need to buy some up because we're headed towards another pandemic, whether you like it or not.
Okay. We got another car that I saw earlier this week. 1990 GMC 454 SS
4 miles.
with 3 miles on the clock.
I seen the
Brand new.
Yeah.
Fucking mint. Would you buy it?
Nope.
They started it too.
It's got. Oh, they're asking $149,900.
I think it's a Vanguard Motors right now.
Yeah, Vantage Auto.
Vantage? That's okay.
Either way, 3 miles on a 90s 454 SS.
Why
What's
are
the
all these
freaking
0-mile
TDI
cars
engine?
coming up all of a sudden from the 80s and 90s?
Because people like your dad buy a car,
But all of a
shove
sudden,
it in a barn.
keep them for another 20 years.
Well-
I think those guys bought those cars when they were our age in the 1990
They're getting
454
old,
SS.
and they
They
want.
got to a point, okay, now I'm getting too old. If I don't sell it now for profit, I'm not going to be able to enjoy said profit.
My kids are going to sell it for way less than it's worth.
Right.
I'm definitely not buying it for that price.
Nope.
It would be an investment. Just like that guy. Somebody might buy it. Some Elon Musk
And
money.
some collector will buy it. Some
I hope
collector
so.
will most definitely buy it. If I, and you know, you guys fuck with me, whatever. If I found a 1 mile dent side for $145,000, I wouldn't buy it.
You couldn't afford it. I can't afford that.
I wouldn't.
I don't have nearly the debt you got.
Oh, you'd be at the plasma center every day.
Donating plasma, blood, and anything else.
Mayonnaise.
5 knuckle shuffle juice.
Philly style.
I still.
Jesus, I got a lot of blood in this one. Somebody kick you in
That's
the nuts.
Bruce style.
Your wife kick you in the nuts again? Well, we've been dodging the topic all night. Should we hit it? Trump got shot.
Yeah.
Assassination attempt. Attempted assassination, whatever you want to order.
Watched some of the video breakdowns, and basically, if he hadn't turned to look at the projector screen, it would have gone right through the lower part of his skull.
The
only reason he survived is because
He went
right
like
before
this.
the round fired, he turned his head to look at the screen.
and went forward a little.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to look at the screen. He wanted to.
Yeah.
There's a screen over here telling you this is where we were with.
They had charts up, and he
They showed
turned to
last night.
reference the screen, and just that action made it so the round missed.
I didn't know he was coming to Grand Rapids, but he's coming to Grand Rapids tomorrow.
Yep.
Who
He's
knows?
in Wisconsin right now, or on his way to Grand Rapids, whatever.
Wes wanted to go, and a bunch of people
Well,
wanted to go.
he wanted to go, and then I said, it's at Van Andel, and he's like, oh, never mind. Because he thought it was at the airport like it was 2020. That rally that they did on the backside of the airport.
So I messaged him back going, if you really wanted to go, then I would be there trying to park right now. Because you never
Yeah.
be spot, dude.
Downtown GR's got a lot of parking, but it's going to be a nightmare.
We've all seen a ton of shit on the assassination attempt. The 3D images and the 3D breakdowns and stuff, they're very good. The one I seen today, I was showing Bianca, and I'm like, holy
So
shit.
they can do that good, but they can't protect the president good.
Well,
Because
they had
that
third
roof was
rate.
too much of a fucking slope.
They didn't have Secret Service on there. They had third rate idiots.
Well, no.
taking care of it.
They
They might have had one Secret Service agent on site.
No, if I remember correctly, they assigned that building to the local police, but they didn't want anybody on the roof because the slope was too dangerous to be on.
But yeah, somebody
And-
can climb up there and do it.
So
No,
they
after the
had-
fact, they're standing over his dead body with their hands on their hips, going, "Yep."
So they had people secure that building's rooftop from inside the building.
We're never going to hear the all
Truth.
of the stuff, right? But all the shit that's coming out. So did you see the garage door opener he had?
What garage?
They
door?
found a garage door opener wired up and ready to blow his car up, so they could get rid of whatever was in there. But that was
But his
tell
car
me-
was parked nowhere
tell
close.
me that wasn't set up.
But hold on, they somehow got into his phone and they found there was nothing in there. They got into his social media, there was nothing in there,
A 20-year-old
That's
with
very
zero
f-
social media.
and
bullshit.
nothing going on his phone. That's
He-
a Fed.
There was so much that we're never going to be able to hit all on. But I got a billion screenshots
Hey.
just for tonight.
Hillary Clinton's killing streak ended.
Not
No.
yet. Not yet. I think she's not done. I don't think she's done trying.
Nope.
No.
We may be
So
we may be the town he gets.
So
whacked.
we talked about, or you guys brought up, or I guess the professor brought up Trump coming to Van Andel. And my question right off the bat was, if they can't protect him in the middle of a field with 2 buildings within a mile, how can they protect him in a city like Grand Rapids? But then I thought about it. Van Andel has a ground ramp in the backside of the building, so they'll just drive the beast into the building. Then they don't have to worry about security, so their DEI hires don't have to work so hard.
Okay.
It's all DEI hires. That's what they got going on now.
Oh, I know. Oh, well, when he walked into the RNC, not a single one. They were all great big dudes.
Well, RNC got a little more pull. It's probably their own security.
Yeah, right. There's just a million different facts and different things popping up. Did you see the guy in the water tower? There was a guy in the water tower too, another shooter. We got video of him because back when Reagan got his assassination attempt done on him, there wasn't 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 cell phones recording at the same time and everybody going like this. Hey, what's that over there in the water tower? Hey, what's that guy on the roof? Hey, why is the sharpshooter up there not looking at the guy on the other roof? Why is there's a guy in the fucking water tower? And from the 3D thing I seen today, Junior there, Crooks, it looks like he would have had to shoot through trees. The other guy didn't.
So, the thing I saw was that there was some suspicion that Trump had gotten hit in the body too. Trump wears a vest, so he would have been protected. But I saw a report, like one-off, that someone saw a hole in his jacket.
This woman works for the FBI. She was sitting right behind him. They're thinking she signaled the shooter now because she held the sign up. If you watch the video, she's sitting right there, and everybody else, she holds the sign up. Shooting starts.
Well,
sign disappears. She gets her phone like this. Everybody around her ducks and disappears. She stands there like this.
She had the sign, and she lowered it. Shots rang out, and then she casually brings her phone up and starts recording. But everyone else is like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And she's just casually sitting there like, I'm safe.
Janine Did Giuseppe...
Oh my God, fucking Harleys. God damn.
There's 10 mile an hour rev. I get it.
So there's all that. Then you got the retired fire chief that died shielding his family. And Biden tried to get after... Oh my God. Biden tried to get after Trump for not contacting the family. Like right after it happened.
I might have to screenshot that one too. It's funny.
He shouldn't reach out to the family right after a tragedy. They got a lot going on. You disgusting bastard. But what he did was...
Pop doing it to me, I think.
What was it? He was selling $300 sneakers to raise money to give to the family. The families affected. He was raising money to donate to the families that were affected. Trump was. Not Biden. Biden couldn't give a fuck less.
No.
He couldn't even figure out what shoes are.
There's no way.
That's why he wears slippers.
But either way, it's all fucking chaos.
Yeah, I put a lot of freaking... Cast a lot of shadows on a lot of shit.
Dude.
If Democrats would just stop with the violence... we wouldn't have any of these issues.
Trump gunman flew a drone over the rally site hours before attempted assassination. Discovery adds to growing list of stunning security lapses that almost led to former president's killing.
So there was a report. There was a report that ladder he used to climb up onto the roof was left over. Was left over from the Secret Service investigation of the roof. Like they put it up there.
Yeah.
Scouted the roof. Said, it's fine, and then left it there.
Well, they traced his steps. He went and bought a bunch of shit. He went to the range, did some shooting. Then he went to Lowe's or one of the big box stores, bought a 5-foot step ladder. If you look at the picture that I posted,
it was like,
that's a 10-foot step ladder because you can count the rungs. I zoomed in. Anyway, it's a 10-foot step ladder, maybe a 12, but anyway, It's right to the point.
But so
How's he going to get a 10-foot step ladder in a Hyundai Sonata?
Hold
That's
on.
what he had.
he parked around the corner or down the road so he didn't have to drive through the checkpoint, got out and carried all the shit to the venue. Nobody fucking noticed the guy with a rifle and a ladder walking along the road. I mean, maybe he had that fucking FBI or CIA badge on and they'll overlook it for that.
I just sent you guys one of the 3D things. I'll send you this one too. Yeah, I'm sure you might have seen that, the second one. However, I'm looking for the water tower story on here.
Oh, I saved a ton of videos that were talking
Right.
about all the stuff around it, especially that clip.
I just
of-
can't believe how bad this whole freaking Secret Service shit got botched and the whole freaking.
Well, and his campaign has been asking for more Secret Service, and it's been denied. RFK's been asking for Secret Service. It's being denied.
Wonder why.
Well, CIA is going to do
Wipe
another
out the
fucking.
competition.
CIA is going to do another Kennedy in.
That's MOODY. Oh, I mean, it's just it's endless how much bullshit is wrapped around this thing.
But-
It's crazy.
So, like, the Secret Service is investigating the Secret Service's response to find any wrongdoing. The FBI is investigating the FBI to find any wrongdoing.
Needs
Which
to be
is-
outside entities.
Yeah.
That's super handy. Here's the picture that's been going around quite a bit too. When Biden's looking at his watch for the 13 servicemen that got killed, and then Trump kissing the helmet of Cooper,
Corey,
yeah.
something or other. Well, there was a
Comparatores.
similar thing, actually. So, you remember in the debate when Biden said no American service members have died during his presidency, ignoring the 13?
Mm-hmm.
So at RNC, the parents of one of the fallen, 13, stood up and named off all the people that fell at the RNC.
Nice.
Just stood up and read it off. Fucking Biden was too busy checking his watch and then denying it after the fact.
Did you see CSNBC's coverage of that moment when that person started reading it off? CSNBC, their panel of people that they had there, they panned to them and they were all laughing about it.
So I saw this thing earlier.
that got heated too.
Guy online pointed out that the Butler, Pennsylvania Trump rally was the first Trump rally CNN ever live streamed.
Yep, I seen that today.
I wonder
why.
if they expected something.
They probably got tipped off and weren't going to tell anybody because they wanted to be first on scene and video it.
Probably.
They knew somebody
'Cause-
knew something.
Someone or a large entity like CNN, you ain't starting in Butler. There ain't shit in Butler.
Typical liberal and DC Drano posted this. Democrats are now running with a new slogan. See that one yet?
I think you sent it.
Make America Great Again.
Yeah.
That's the Democrats' new slogan.
Watching them stumble over it.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Well, like
I wanna
there was
find
that
that fucking
speech
water
where
tower.
Biden started
Somebody's got
saying, "We want to make America," and then you could tell people off stage were saying, "Shut the fuck up." Oh yeah, the whole thing is chaotic. It's going to be at least a long time until we ever hear much factual about it. If
It's going
ever.
to be a Kennedy situation, but back then they didn't have the cell phone coverage that we have now, and people are, no, here's my, they want to get likes on their own Instagram, their Facebook, their Twitter, their X, their Snapchats, whatever. They're posting these videos and people are stealing them like crazy, but their Secret Service they didn't think about that. The FBI didn't think about that. CIA didn't think about that.
Yeah.
All these angles, every fucking angle's covered because people can't put their phone down. And the video is great.
For the most part, people having their phone in their hand all the time is a bad thing. But for something like this, Dude, we got more evidence than ever.
It's going to be tough to cover up.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, we avoided this topic in the first episode just because we knew we wanted it was going to be a long thing. There's so much
sketchy
so
going
many holes
on.
in the bullshit. So many holes in the story. So much freaking shadow over everything that it's just it's stupid. How are they going to freaking dig themselves out of the bullshit that they pulled and failed?
You know what I feel bad for the most is the the Corey guy, number one,
His daughter.
His family.
and number
Her
two,
or his daughter.
and all of those people that got shot and affected by it. But after that, the Hawk Tuah girl
Her 15 minutes of fame is over.
ended in 14 minutes.
Yeah. Well, think about the Corey's daughter.
Somebody said that the two daughters, wife and two daughters, were there. They watched their dad's head get blown off, and there was a doctor sitting right next to him. Tried to put it all back together, and he knew there was no saving him. And they carried him out of the fucking grandstand. And he said, "Dude, I feel for those two little girls and the wife." I'm like, "Oh, that's crushing, dude."
Hopefully,
that's fucking
hopefully his
crushing.
daughters will be in an age where they won't remember.
Come
The
on,
sight.
dude.
Yeah, but
Jeffrey
Even
Fragger'd be
think
all
about
over
that.
that.
There's the 5-foot ladder he bought. But again, how many different so Secret Service snipers had eyes on the shooter. People were screaming about the man on the roof. Secret Service waited. They waited for him to take the shot. Why wait for him to
No,
take the shot? If there's a
allegedly-
guy that's not with him,
allegedly, the shooter, the counter sniper, was ordered by his manager not to take the shot.
yeah,
He
And
was fired that day and
he was,
arrested.
he
for
was
taking
fired
the-
for
taking the shot.
talking about it. I heard he was fired.
I was
for
told
talking
he
about
was
it.
fired, or he was fired for taking the shot against orders.
Yeah.
He was arrested for taking the shot by the FBI
Against
and not
orders.
released for 24 hours
And fired.
and fired.
Oh, please don't kill the guy that is trying to kill the guy.
He said, "Fuck you! I'm taking the shot," and took the shot.
He's a hero.
Yep.
He's a
Yeah.
fucking hero.
Hey,
Again,
you know what?
about the second shooter? I
You
don't
know
know.
what a lot of the comments I saw about that were saying Trump should just hire him as his personal security.
Yes, I said the same thing.
And you know that's the
Because
other.
obviously
you know,
the dude's got integrity.
Right.
He said, "Fuck my boss. I'm taking this shot. It needs to be done."
and you know the former fire chief that lost his life in the whole thing.
That's
I bet Trump will make appearances in their life,
He already has. He's been raising tons of money for him.
and
Yeah.
I bet that he's gonna
as
make shit happen to where
we hate on the left quite a bit for good reason. So the left has already come out and said, well, they put out fake news, right? So Biden called and said, "Hey, I'm sorry about your husband," or whatever to this woman, and the left is telling the media is going, Trump's never even contacted her. I'm like, bullshit. There's no way he hasn't.
So as of 8 hours ago, Trump raised $6.3 million for the family of that retired fire chief, Corey. $6.3 million.
And it's still growing. It'll probably be, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's
It's still
probably
going.
slowed down a little bit.
But, I mean, it's not going to replace their father.
So this guy, the whatever his name is, I don't want to say his name. The shooter. If you think this guy outsmarted the Secret Service, I have some oceanfront property in Arkansas for sale. That's a pretty good point. This kid he was hired by them. He was hired by
he's a fall
somebody.
guy. He's
Yes.
a fall guy. And chances are, okay, so you say the guy
I posted
up on the
one
water
that
tower.
said, "I feel like Mark Wahlberg's going to get blamed for this."
Yep.
The movie Shooter.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's one. I don't watch a lot of TV like you, but I
So,
have watched that a couple times.
This kid climbed up on the roof. Probably something to do with his family. Maybe they're going to give his family a nice house to live in because whatever. He
Bear
looked like
crawled.
fucking trailer trash. I don't know.
Right? No, I get it.
But they had it. We'll set your family up nice
They had
if you
something
climb
on
up
him.
on this roof. But then they sent the guy up on the water tower the guy on the water tower took the shot, turned, and made sure that the Secret Service took, or the anti-sniper took this guy out, and they're using him as the fall guy for the blame.
So, let me, does Joseph have a Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
What 20-year-old kid, in what situation could you ever be able to say, no, he has no social media? With the phones we have today, dude, you can't even get a flip phone anymore, can you?
You can.
Yes, my father has one.
That kid, a 20-year-old that's been on TV commercials and been in college, do you think he's got a flip phone? Do you think he's got no social media? No fucking way. He's got
No,
somebody.
I bet he's got an iPhone.
Somebody got rid of it. Oh yeah, as dirty as he is, definitely iPhone. No, that was Trigger. No, there's no way he had no social media. There's no way he was in a TV commercial. You think he didn't brag about that to all his friends? Somebody's seen that. They just haven't come forward, or they've been shot too. I have a sloped roof that I've crawled on. The fact that this woman says it's too sloped.
Yeah.
She didn't stop and think about the people standing straight up on it.
On a roof?
I know.
Oh yeah. I'm not the one afraid of heights. I'm good with heights. I've jumped out of airplanes. I've bungee jumped. I'm good with it. Anyway,
How big a fucking bungee cord was that?
there was like 6. Okay.
Okay.
No. No, the woman says the roof is too sloped, but then the guys after the fact are standing over this poor kid's corpse. The poor kid that got set up.
Now,
I only say that because I know he got set up.
look at the photo of them.
They're
guys
standing straight
over.
fucking up.
Yep. They're not any kind of a lean forward like they would be on a sloped roof or anything.
They're wearing the shoes they brought there.
Yep.
They didn't give a fuck. They didn't go put on some special shoes to walk on a roof with.
Nope.
Like
What was
Roofer
that
shoes?
movie back in the 80s where they were the suction cup shoes?
Naked Gun.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, one of those. Exactly. Something like that bullshit.
We went to pick our girls up the last day of school, and there was guys roofing the house across the road from the school where our buddy works. This fucking roof is like this, dude, and these poor guys are up there, no straps, no nothing, and they're climbing on it. And I'm like, damn, they are whipping stuff. They were
sliding the shingles down the roof to each other. They rip it over.
I'm like, oh my god, I don't even remember. I was in good shape when I was young, but I wasn't in that good shape. There's no way. Those guys that we seen, impressive. But I'm telling you, the roof was.
Oh, I bet it was a 10-12 pitch.
It was an A-frame next to an A-frame. We can show you.
Yeah, but I mean that's what a lot of houses were back then.
Holy shit, it's crazy. But to tell me that you can't go up there because it's sloped, and then you leave a ladder, and then you gave the keys to the kingdom.
Or when everybody at the rally is like, hey, there's a guy on the roof with a gun, and you can't, like, I saw one report. So a cop local cop got boosted up by another local cop and poked his head above the roof line, like he was able to get his hands on the roof.
That's good stuff.
And the gunman, whatever that kid's name is, who gives a shit, pointed at the cop, the muzzle, and then the cop, in a panic, fell down off the roof.
I heard that.
Well, I think first step is to get a better angle and start throwing lead.
Back up.
Yeah.
Well, back up.
Tell me they didn't radio that in?
Well, they did, allegedly. But, okay,
100% they did.
the roof is shaped like that. And if you poke your head over here and you get the muzzle pointed at you, maybe come over here and start throwing lead.
Or start throwing rocks up on this side while somebody else is climbing up on this side.
Either way,
there was
a lot of fuck-ups. I think the police in Butler, Pennsylvania must be Uvalde transfers.
Do you know why there was so many fuck-ups? Because it was on purpose.
and that's Look
There's
at
a
it.
there's a van there. There's a huge motor home with people in it who have the radio input from every outlet out there. So the police, the state police, the locals,
Everybody's on the same
the
channel.
fucking
It's-
FBI, the CIA, the Secret Service, the
No,
Joe's
they-
fucking
they
crab shack.
They establish
driver.
a common channel for security, so
Okay.
local law enforcement are all on the same channel.
Everybody's
almost-
screaming in the radio. This kid's casing the joint. He had a drone. They found out he had a drone. They found out he was casing the joint from video.
He was inside the
Everybody's seen him. They
he was
reported-
inside the secure area, and then he left, and he was still casing the area from outside.
The bullshit that led up to it, the event, everything, it's too unbelievable not to believe it.
Yeah.
All the bullshit. The
He
Secret
fits the
Service not
profile of
responding
every-
and this and this. How can you believe that?
There's a
just-
perfect chain of ineptitude to lead that far.
Dude, it's the perfect storm. That's a drink.
It was a severe lack of common sense.
No, it was planned.
Yes.
It went down exactly as planned up until the shot.
Up
was
until the
supposed to
counter
make-
sniper said, "Fuck this."
you. Yep. I'm taking a shot.
Who didn't get to him?
Well, they're going to get to him soon. I'm sure he's
Oh,
going
he's
to.
gonna
Oh,
drown
he's
with
dead.
a bullet hole in the
He's
back of his
dead.
head.
Yeah, he's gonna commit suicide with two.
He's already on the Clinton list.
I saw jokes that he was being charged with the crime of interfering with a CIA operation.
I don't think it's a joke, dude. I think it's serious because all three of us sitting here know that there's
There's too much
anyone that
sketchy stuff going on.
It's so bad, and we've all seen a million different things. Different video. I sent you the 3D thing, which is pretty good.
Basically, every video I've come across about it, I've immediately saved.
Oh, they're all going to get deleted.
Oh, I know. That's why I
They're
saved
going to
them
wipe the
as
whole
soon as I
fucking
can.
web from it.
They're gonna be knocking on your door. You saved too many. Click. They're gonna have that.
I'm going to commit suicide
What was
with
the-
2 shots to the back
What was
of the
that
head.
one thing with the what was the movie?
Men in Black.
Men in
Men in Black. Yeah. You forget.
No. It's going to be 2 shots to the back of the head.
Well, with your skull, it might take a big gun.
All I'm going to say
You got grizzly bear skull.
is
Did you guys see the stuff I posted about you on the?
you'll end up
Yeah.
in sessions.
Dude, what happened
Yeah.
there? Me and Amy believe that the guy disappeared on purpose.
Oh, I just saw an update about
There's
that.
no fucking way.
They still haven't found him. They closed all, or they
You said
stopped
you just-
operations.
Ionia County Sheriff's Office. They just posted about it. I just saw a thing.
Give up.
1 day ago was the update. Temporarily suspended our active recovery operations.
Temporarily, they might as well give up. The guy disappeared on purpose,
Well, I'm afraid that
or his wife killed him.
The DNR will open Sessions Park Lake this evening and remain open during the weekend. So they gave up on the search so people can go enjoy the lake that's got a body at the bottom of it.
Pretty soon, some toddler's going to be fishing this guy out of the
Dad,
that's actually what
I
I
think
said.
I hooked
is
a really
some
big one.
10-year-old is going to be out in a kayak fishing, and his body's going to float up and hit the bottom of his kayak.
lake. Two boys. Check his wallet.
So you got any beer with him?
But yeah, that whole thing. For those that don't know, what was it? Boat capsized at Sessions
Kayak.
Lake.
Yeah.
Kayak
Tipped
capsized,
kayak over.
and the person has not been found.
Sessions Lake.
It's been a week
is-
today.
How big is Sessions Lake? Let me Google this. Sessions
60 or 80 acre lake.
size. Oh, 140 acre Sessions
Oh.
Lake.
Okay.
140 acre lake.
Man-made, has a depth of 60 feet. I feel like a depth finder might find, or
Sonar.
a fish finder might find some dickies. Something.
That's a weird looking lump.
Something. That's a man-shaped lump.
Now we're still talking about you going overboard or what?
I'm pretty sure he floats.
Oh yeah. I've got some nice buoyancy.
They all float down
In this
there.
area.
They all float down there, right?
Yeah. Oh, so
That movie fucked me up because I watched the original back when I was. Oh God, I want to say I
You
was
guys,
10.
I've never seen the original.
I was like
I've
10
never
or
seen the movie ever.
I
Any
don't.
of them.
I was 10 or 12 when I watched the first one.
I'm not afraid of horror movies. I
Dude,
just
it's been
don't
out
give
for
a shit
30
about
years
them.
when you were 10 or 12.
I know, but I watched it 10 or 12, and after that, I had a real issue with public shower kind of things. After that scene, spoilers, it's 30, 40 fucking years old, where the clown's fingers come up through the drain and he fucking rips the floor apart and comes up and like corners with a really nervous kid in the gym shower.
Yeah.
Dude. But
Yours dead?
no, I turned it off so it doesn't die, but his is running.
Yeah, we're good. Should I
But
point at my crotch?
yeah, there was a scene where he stuffed his fingers up and it
Rips
looks
the
a little
floor
bit
open?
like balloons through the drain hole and then just rips the floor apart. Corners him in the shower.
I've never. Yeah, I guess I still don't want to see it. It sounds cool,
It's a horror movie.
I don't
I think
care.
you'd be down for it.
right? 'Cause all the stuff I got going on around here.
But
Yeah, so Home Depot's been dropping new skeletons, by the way, boys.
Tim-
And, yeah, I've got to hear about it every day.
when it comes to Pennywise, Tim Curry was a very good one.
He's got the look, man. He's got the look
He-
for Pennywise.
He's got the
second
look
guy, the
for
one
a
in,
lot of
the-
horror
the-
stuff.
it-
See, I
2.0.
think you like his other work.
You talking about
Transvestite
Yeah.
from Transylvania.
what was that? Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I know the name. I've never seen
Yep.
that either.
Tim Curry has been in
I know
a
the
lot
music.
of big
I think I know the
stuff.
music. Some music guy, right?
Of course
Meatloaf.
you know it. Meatloaf, yeah.
Meatloaf was in
Yep.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Well, Meatloaf wanted to be an actor his entire life, but
Oh,
he ended up just being a rock
got
star.
a face for radio though.
Wow,
Meatloaf
now he's
was
worm food.
yeah. Meatloaf was fucking.
he was a really good bitch tits Bob. Fight Club. He played a
Oh,
character
yeah.
called Bitch Tits Bob.
Yeah, that's
I don't
right.
remember.
I forgot he was in that.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Hold on.
God,
You'll
he's
get
so
a kick out
fugly
of this.
though. God,
He played
Meatloaf.
in Black Dog.
Oh yeah, he was
Drove
the
that
bad
crew
guy.
cab Power Stroke F-350.
he sounds gay already. Jesus, that is bitch tits, Bob. Holy cow,
Yeah, and he
does it. Oh,
who was was it Brad Pitt? Pulls in for a hug and like squeezes his face against the bitch tit.
that's funny. I've seen Fight Club and I don't even remember it.
Richard,
Hold
you
on.
compared me to him.
Cranium.
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton, not Richard.
Yeah, but you're like Edward Norton in American History X,
Sure.
the black and white scene.
Never seen that movie.
Oh wait,
I've never,
you guys
yeah.
haven't watched that movie. You got to
No.
watch that.
Ah, dude, I can't.
It's a pretty good movie.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Back-
Wait
Back
till
to,
winter when we're just looking for something to do.
in the wintertime, I will stand in my garage with my fingers up my nose before I sit on the couch and watch TV all day in the summer. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
so how many skeletons did she buy?
I don't know.
All of what they had, probably.
We bought. I don't think we bought anything. I didn't buy anything. I bought the posable ones that can go like this. But they have new skulls for the 12-foot skeletons, new heads. They have like a meaner, evil with sharp teeth and angrier eyes and stuff. They're like $80. I think she was going to buy at least one of them to try them out. I told her I don't care. I don't give a shit what she does, but
You know, it's only a matter of time until she finds the right seller's website and you have a semi dropping off cases of these skeletons.
we found the parts people for I'm more the everybody can buy a 12-foot skeleton, right? I mean, if you got timing and you get all these things that she buys. The chair's hard to get. I love the chair. There's an archway. I wouldn't mind having the archway. It's pretty badass. I don't know what I would do with it. I have no idea. But like my thing is stuff that nobody else is going to have. I got the flamethrowers.
Have you
Those
started
things
buying?
are badass. I love them.
Have you started buying cases of starter fluid?
No, but
You might as
I might as well this year because I'm gonna. I thought about buying 2 more flamethrowers, 2 pedals. Oh man, dude, you've seen them. They're badass. I love them. They're pretty trick. Get me all excited now.
Get your nephew over here with his guitar
Oh yeah.
with the flames.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah.
Mad Max.
So I found Doof Warrior, the guitar player. So I got an idea for something I want to get for CJ he might like. However, I already know if I have anything shipped to his house, the new one,
He's not going to open it.
He will not open it. So I'm going to have to get it delivered to my
Actually,
house
he
and
might.
hand it to him.
If we do it again, he might have forgotten.
No.
I bet he would.
Because last time, okay.
If we did something different.
For context,
the tube was he'll never open another tube anything.
I sent him a tube full of dick-shaped confetti
Glitter dicks.
to his Grand Rapids house, and he was just happened to be expecting a poster at the time, and he opened it in his kitchen and it shot that shit everywhere. That was funny. I got to hear about it secondhand because he thought Ty did it, which was even better.
We were all here in Thailand. Buzz and I were up here working on this thing, the bar.
Working on the truck.
Car truck. I still think it was
a truck.
Okay, whatever. So this was wide open. The wall was wide open, and he sent him the glitter dicks. It exploded all over his kitchen. He called me
I sent
twice,
it
2 or
and
3
forgot
times. I
about
hung
it.
up on him like Jersey. I'm like, it wasn't me, bro. I hung up. Come back. No, it had to be you. And I'm like, no, dude. Whatever it was. I don't remember the whole conversation.
I had already forgotten.
Yeah.
I sent it.
I finally got it. I'm like, no, dude, I'm busy. I'm like, I'm busy. I'm in the middle of a bunch of shit right now. I'm trying to put walls together and build stuff and blah, 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 blah. Hang doors, whatever it was. I don't remember everything.
Walls.
And
insulation.
And I hang up the phone on him like the second or third time, and then I lean over the edge of the floor, and he's downstairs working on his car, and I'm like, hey, did you send CJ some glitter dicks? And he looks up and goes, yeah, did he get them? And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, he got them. Oh, fuck yeah, he got them, and I'm getting the heat. I'm not letting him know anything now.
And then, what was it, year and a half later, I got from his mom his address to the Philly address where they were staying. So I ordered a different kind. It's the kind that's like envelope, like an invitation, and it was addressed to Mr. and Mrs. his name. This was before the wedding got postponed, which kind of ruined things, but apparently it worked. But it was the kind that looks like a letter, like you'd buy like a Hallmark card, but it's got a plastic pouch between the folds, so when you open it, it bursts the pouch and glitter would fall out. That was the style I bought this time, and had it shipped to their Philly house. And I didn't think anything of it. I was surprised I didn't hear anything for a while, and then it just fades from memory. Then I found out probably 6 months later from his mom accidentally saying that they received it. They just didn't want me to know about it.
They didn't want you to get the gratification of knowing you fucking up.
So
actually, we could send one to her to her office. I think it's due. I think it'd be hilarious.
But either way, I got an idea for something for him, but I know if it's shipped there, he probably won't open it.
See, I think we should just go out there one night and go under, like, her office chair and stick an air horn so when she sits down in the morning.
She's got cameras all over.
Oh, yeah.
Do they go to her phone or
All
G's
of them.
phone?
All of them.
Maybe we can get G to get in on it. And shut the camera.
Oh, no, because he won't. He's got her back every inch of the way. If we even say that, they're going to be looking for the mail. If we even try to get him in on it.
See, the sad part is it's mentioned on here, so we probably can't do it at all.
I don't think well, they don't listen. Carter, not very much. We can still do it.
Carter, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, he's not gonna. He's not gonna.
I know.
Mom.
Mom, watch this.
Oh shit. Yep, one.
But
What?
I'll
I'm
tell you
forgetting
what.
something. Did we forget to review something? What did we
Yeah,
forget?
the rangefinder.
We did that.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, we did talk about it.
I feel like we're forgetting something. We did, like I said, we didn't hit on the Trump thing at all, but there's so much dirt behind that. It's hard to believe fucking anything. The RNC went over really well, I think.
Yeah.
Convention. The part I watched, the only part I watched was Trump, really, because I turned the TV on, and last night when I finally got in the house, I'm like,
Oh,
she was so pissed at me, I'm like, I better go in and see what she's doing.
so with that, walked around the freaking White Trash Festival.
Ah, come on, free fair ain't. It's bad, but we support it.
I supported it last night. I spent some money down there, but you go
I'm
to
all
those
for it.
T-shirt booths that have been there for a week and a half.
Yeah.
They already had a Missed Me shirt with Trump on it.
Yeah.
Okay, the Hawk 2 at 24 hats and T-shirts and all that shit. I seen
Hell yeah.
I seen a back window sticker that said, "Sorry about me driving like an asshole, but I got a Hawk 2 appointment to get to."
I didn't see that. I've seen a couple of them, but that's funny. I need to go down there and look at. I need to walk into those. I haven't walked into any of them yet.
Well, you only got tomorrow, buddy.
I know. What am I doing tomorrow? No, what I
But
got.
they got
I
a
want to go
bunch of-
scooting, but my scooter broke.
I got to mow the
emails.
lawn because, well, the grass is short. The weeds are tall.
Yeah.
But
You know
yeah,
what? They dodged
I
a
went-
bullet. Iowa Free Fair dodged a bullet with the flooding. It's bad, but they
it's
survived.
receded a lot.
They survived.
Okay, but like,
That whole north parking lot was flooded last weekend, and now it's freaking dry.
And then it rained again, and I'm like, uh-oh. And then me and Hendrix were talking about maybe letting the floodgates open, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I hope not. Like B93 did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But they didn't, and it all worked out. They didn't shut the fair down.
Parking's a little bit of a pain in the dick, but
bring a 4-wheel drive.
What are you talking about? You got premium parking.
yeah, I did. Because I didn't follow the signs.
Hold on.
That lady was trying to flag me down.
Parking is atrocious down there. They haven't checked my pass one time.
You got last year's pass?
No.
Oh.
I have a pass. It just sits in the console. I don't even have to throw it out. I found a way in. In the last few years, I've come in every time that way. I won't say how. I'll tell you off air. But you can go down there and park right next to Buzzy's, and nobody says a word. Nobody says anything. You can park right on the midway.
The last 2 years I parked at Buzz's Camper.
I might try it tomorrow because tomorrow's the last day. What are they gonna do? Kick me out? No, okay, I don't care. Just to make a point.
Do
I'm
you
gonna
know
try to
who
get in
my
there.
dad is?
No, I will. No, I don't even need to. Actually, I think Tina and Greg have, and I think Gavin has. Hey, my grandpa's so Buzz, and they're like, "Oh, come on in." My old man is Carney royalty, really is.
Well, if they'd have paid attention and listened to the free fair one, he was on here.
Yeah,
Carneying it up.
yes, 100%. Anyway, that's my goal tomorrow. I'm gonna go down there just to see, even if I don't hang out, or I'll probably hang out. I always hang out. Amy hates it with a passion. I'm gonna go down. My goal is, we'll see how much I can get away with. Worst case scenario, they kick me out.
Dude,
Big fucking deal.
indecent exposure isn't anything Buzz can prevent, so you can't run around the midway looking like a little girl.
That being said, my follow-up goal, 2.0, is going to be to rump something
Buzz's
on
camper.
site.
Do not.
Did you hear what I did?
Do not rump the flying elephant's trunk.
Did you? Did you guys see what I did? So I bought some of the pineapples. I bought some big ones, and I bought I bought a 10. They're in my truck. I got 2 of the big ones left, and I got 10. I bought a 10-pack of the little ones, and I think I used 3 or 4 of them up.
Did you hang them upside down on all the Carney's doorknobs?
No, I hung them on Buzzy's bus. One's on the front windshield, way up high, for everybody to see, and then the other one's on the side for like the whole crowd from the free stage. The whole free stage can fucking see it. I put one of the little ones upside down on his side-by-side back window. I put one on the slide out. On the,
So what
they're
you're saying
still there.
is,
They went on early in the week, the day of the parade, I think, or the
So-
day after the parade. Anyway,
So last Saturday, they've been on there almost a week.
so he's having a lot of fun down there.
he's never taken them off. He doesn't even know. Dude, I don't think he's even noticed them. But somebody's had to have noticed them.
But did you get the picture this year?
Not yet. Actually, I'm waiting for Kirk. Oh my God! Now that you said that, I better text him and find out if somebody messaged me. That might be it. Nope, that's you two. Boy.
I just happened to think about you haven't got their matching
No,
date
I
night
haven't.
photo.
He is up. He's already up my ass about fixing it. Last year, I really fell on my face on that one. So, Buzz and Kirk, the two that were here, Buzzy will get dressed in the morning, and then Kirk will get a report of what he's wearing or a picture of what he's wearing. Kirk will quickly get dressed exactly like him and go down and be his twin all day. They have the same side by side. They dress alike. They act alike. And then I take the app that I have and I dress it all up. This year, I'd really like to swap their faces and see if anybody even notices that part. I'll dress it up like I always do with the word balloons and the dicks and the upside down pineapples and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to swap their faces somehow. I'll find an app that does it.
Face swap.
Okay. And then I'll do that.
Oh, the upside down pineapples.
So for anybody that doesn't know what an upside down pineapple, it means they're swingers.
Get the 4 of them. Kurt and his wife, Sally, and your dad.
Oh, yeah.
And then switch the faces of Kurt and your dad. So
That is perfect. Boys just asked me about quote unquote
Twinsies
the
Day.
picture.
Well,
Question mark. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. We'll do this, and then we will report back to people, and we will post those pictures. Car show we already hit. What else we got before we call it?
I got nothing.
We talked a little bit about our guns. We need to hit on cars and guns every weekend because
So we
it's
can
our
get
it's our
the
main
SHOT Show
it's our
in
main
SEMA.
goal. That's our main goal. No matter what.
shot
I mean, if
show.
it doesn't happen, I'm going to be heartbroken. But
Not broke.
this year's been this year has already broke me because I spent $1,000 yesterday. Alignment.
So just
two
gas?
two fucking phones. So everybody in the family got new phones except me.
Why'd you
Of
get
course,
two
Dad has to pay for the fucking tax on everything. There's a right behind the motorhome inside the Merchants building. There's a Verizon booth. So if you have Verizon, they're actually giving fair deals.
They're giving pretty decent deals.
Dude, I got Sneaky has a Note 10. They gave her $800 trade-in on that fucker.
I might talk to him because, well,
You want to go down and give me a holler? I'll
I got
take it down there.
got the iPhone and Apple in their traditional fashion. As soon as the new model is released or about to be released, they start sandbagging the old ones. Things start breaking and acting up.
That is
Coincidentally,
definitely an iPhone thing. Ours do the same thing, but not nearly as bad as the
Say,
iPhone. They usually
come
wait a
down
couple
there, I mean-
models.
I go down there. They were giving pretty decent deals. Like, the person I was with got a new phone. Gave them $250 for their old phone that was worth about $50. They said.
Yeah. They were going to
And
give Amy 400 and they gave her
added that
5.
phone on to the bill along with a hotspot. And the phone bill went down $9 for the month.
Yep, mine went down. Mine went down, but then it went back up because if you have Verizon, you can get the Hulu, Disney, and
Yeah.
the only thing I give a shit about is Hulu. For $10, I'm like, fuck, that's what I'm going to pay anyway. And then Sneaky Beat can have her Disney if she wants. She doesn't watch it much anymore. When she was little, she did. But for $10, you get all those things added to. I mean, it's hard to pass. But if you
Yeah.
want to go, give me a holler. We'll go together. We'll do this as a team and see how much we can get away with. I'm going to park right next to the beer tent on purpose, just to prove a point. I'm going to park my truck, lock it, walk away, and walk over to the camper and go, that's where I parked because nobody fucking policed me.
but, well,
Here's to those as wish us well.
All the rest can go to hell. All right.